Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back here to today's edition of The Fishing Teacher, and really appreciate you guys coming by to watch the video. Always grateful for that. Hey guys, today we're going to be talking about what I consider the best color of crankbait for summertime fishing. There's three primary colors that I do use in the summertime, and I'm going to go over each one of those, but there's one that stands head and above everything else, so we're going to go over that and talk about the conditions it works in today's video. Also guys, I just want to remind you that Father's Day is right around the corner, and SolarBat has a sale, Father's Day sale on my SolarBat RB2 and RB3 series sunglasses. If you buy a pair before Father's Day, you can get them at 25% off. I'll put the SolarBat link in the description if you guys want to check them out. And guys, the optical clarity of this particular sunglass by SolarBat is the entire reason this thing is superior. These things have got the best optical clarity of any sunglass on the market, so much appreciated there. Okay guys, let's get into this a little bit here. There's three primary colors that I use in the summertime for my crankbait fishing. I'll sort of show you what it is here. We go over it. The first one is some type of a shad pattern. Now, this is the sexy shad. I don't really necessarily prefer sexy shad, but just any type of the shad pattern is going to be really good. If I can get them all done here. I need to have my crankbaits out before I start doing these videos. It seems like I did, and I always have to fight to get them out. But any type of a shad pattern, a chartreuse blackback sides. This is for dirty waters. This is for a little bit cleaner water. But the one I want to talk about today that I think is the best summertime crankbait is a perch pattern. This is the Megabass S-Crank 1.5 in the GG Gill color. Also guys, I'll link this particular lure in the description of my video, my Tackle Warehouse link. They've got a really good line of bluegill pattern crankbaits if you guys want to try after this video. But anyway guys, a bluegill pattern, any type of a perch pattern, not necessarily bluegill, but just perch pattern in general, is my favorite color of a crankbait in the summertime, specifically when you get into like, you know, the end of June on through August. It seems like early in June, like first part of June, I catch more like on the chartreuse sides, but in the summertime when it gets hotter, guys, this perch pattern is the deal, I'm telling you right now. So let's talk about the conditions and the situations where a perch pattern works good. So much about color is you have water clarity and light intensity windows, because in my opinion, the water clarity, it has a ton to do with what color you need to use. But on top of that, you have to always consider your water clarity in correlation with the sunlight levels as far as the light intensity. Because let's say, for example, you got 2 foot of visibility in the water you're fishing. The way that a lure looks in water that's 2 foot clarity is completely different if it's sunny versus it's cloudy. It's like the ability for fish to actually pick up on that. So that has a big role in it. But the key on this perch pattern, guys, is you need to have anywhere between 1.5 to 2.5 foot of visibility. You got about a 1 foot window there, and it works really good on a little bit brighter sunlight conditions days, which you have a lot more in the summertime. In the summertime, you very rarely have cloudy days. Most of the time you're dealing with sunny or partly cloudy conditions, and that's why the perch pattern is so effective in the summertime of the year. So what I'm looking for is that part of the lake where I've got that visibility of 1.5 to 2.5 foot, and specifically if I have some type of rock or wood cover. My favorite way and the best way to catch them as far as on the perch pattern, you know, in the summertime of the year is cranking rocky bank. Rocky banks, bluff banks, channel banks, riprap banks. I think the reason that works so good is a lot of those perch in the summertime will spawn on those rocky banks, especially the smaller rock. That's another reason it's really good. And also just around any laydowns, logs, laydowns, stumps in the water. But there's something about it. It's like when you have the water clarity, like what I'm talking about, sort of in that 2 foot range, and you've got partly cloudy skies, the perch pattern, you've heard me talk about this a little bit before, but the perch pattern, it'll blend in a little bit, yet it's bright enough where it stands out a little bit. So when this thing's coming through the water, it's subtle, but nevertheless it stands out some more. So let's say, for example, you're fishing, it's 11 o'clock in the morning, and the place you're fishing has got sun's hitting the banks, and you got 2 foot of water visibility. If you're fishing this bright chartreuse sided one coming through there in those conditions, this thing stands out too much. It's too bright. You know, fish are not going to bite it very good under those conditions. And a lot of times if you're using more of a subtle shad pattern, sometimes in that 1.5 foot of visibility or so, it blends in a little too much. It doesn't stand out quite enough, and that's sort of the happy medium between the shad pattern and the chartreuse black back is the color pattern on the bluegill. But anyway, guys, try a few of them. Like I said, pick you up a few of these S-Crank 1.2, 1.5s. I'll put the Tackle Warehouse link in the description. This is one of my favorite summertime crankbaits for sure. This pattern and this color. Caught a ton of them on it the last 3 years. Definitely think it'll help you guys out as well. So we'll talk later.